Hey, 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 welcome to Chat with KST. I'm your girl Kay. Welcome to our quickie segment for the day. Today we're going to be discussing Zonnique, T.I. and Tiny's daughter, and her baby father, and what he recently said about her during this sit down Q&A that they had with each other. But before we do jump into it, what I want to let you guys know is that this is a podcast where you can always find the visuals on YouTube if you want to see Zanique and her boyfriend, or if you want to see me, you can always find those visuals on YouTube. But if you only want to just sit for the audio podcast, that could be found on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Now, where the hell were you when these two, and if you are hearing noise in the background, I do apologize for that, when these two were doing a Q&A? So first of all, after the Q&A, after he said what he said my Coretta. Now, this my Coretta has been a running joke ever since Jonathan Majors told the white girl Grace that he was looking for a Coretta. Everyone has been making jokes. There have been memes that we're going to be celebrating Jonathan Majors Day on Monday instead of Martin Luther King Day. There've just been jokes about Coretta and Martin Luther King ever since Jonathan Majors did make that joke, saying that he was looking for his Coretta in a white woman. Now, Zanique's boyfriend said that she is his Coretta, but he posted this after he answered a question this way.
Together if we didn't have a child, and why?
No.
So the question she asked is, "Would do you think we would be together if we didn't have a child?" And this is his response.
They asking some good questions.
No.
Why not?
Because I feel like a lot of shit you had an image in your mind of raising Hunter with a two-parent home. So you tolerated a lot of shit. So you just stayed. I wouldn't be with you either.
Okay, so tell your why. Don't tell mine. Why? Tell your why.
Because I had 4 kids, and this is the only kid that I was in the household with from start to finish. So it's something that I don't want to take from her as well. But I would admit, like, kick you to the goddamn curb.
Well, why?
Bro, there's a lot of shit, bro. That I just don't tolerate from bitches, bro. You do a lot of it. I'm telling you.
He's talking for me.
No, I'm not. What? I'm hard
What do I
on a
be
bitch.
doing?
I'll pee.
And what do I be doing to you? Tell him one thing that I be doing to you.
Bro, your attitude, first of all, like we just went through with our whole fucking, with my fucking. I feel like, goddamn.
Okay, so the question again that he was asked was whether or not he feels as though they would have been together had they not had a child. And his response was, hell no to the no. Now, real quick before I do jump into the explanation, again, this is T.I. and Tiny's daughter and her baby father. And they've been together for some time now. And I do love me some Zanique, but this kind of threw me for the loop. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there before I did really give my opinion, right? So he says, hell no to the no. And he says the reason being is Zanique has a picture of what she thinks life should be like as a family with their child when life isn't like that. And he has to put up with and endure a lot of shit that he probably wouldn't have put up with or endure had they not been together. And I feel like it's fair enough for him to express his reality and the sentiments that he truly has and not get on here and pretend, right? However, I don't think this was a moment for the internet to watch. And that's where I'm kind of like dragging Zonique in a little bit of a way. Like, babe, you didn't have to put this on the internet. But let's continue and listen to more of what they had to say.
Channel. Your attitude, first of all, I don't deal with that shit with from nobody.
How will you feel if I get a new boo? Get spicy there.
I don't really even know. Honestly, I had this conversation with multiple people multiple times. For real.
Okay, and what was What's the end result?
It depends. Are we talking about just you dating as a whole, or just like the fact that my kid is in play and all that?
No. I think that is just like just me like really getting in something serious or something. I mean, you know what all that entails.
I mean, I done been through that.
What have you been through?
I done been not with you. I'm saying like, I done been through that before, so I know I could get through it. I done been through the worst, bro. So it's like my mind is already set for the worst. I don't know. I probably want to get on a nigga ass. I'll make him so uncomfortable. I'm gonna make him not want to be with her. Channel.
So he's saying two contradictory things. First, he says that because of her attitude, because of Kazanique's attitude, that's why he doesn't really want to stay around too long. However, he's saying that if she gets into a relationship, because he has four different children, he's been through so many different things, he knows that he's built, for lack of a better term, enough resilience to move on from her, but nonetheless he would still give the guy a hard ass time, right? And I think that's fair enough, fair to be honest, fair to communicate how you truly genuinely feel. I just feel like this is not something that we should have posted on the internet, because of course the internet is going to take everything and literally run with it. And Zanique got upset when the internet did what the internet did. And then the neighborhood talk, according to the neighborhood talk, Zanique with the message for people who think she's pressed over a man. I like women. So the internet, of course, felt like after looking at that clip between that exchange between Zanique and her child's father, felt like she was pressed, right? Asking the questions that she may have asked. And with him seeming so nonchalant, it's like, why would you stick around with a man that's so nonchalant and not willing to fight for you and stuff like that? Who talks about, like wanting to, he wouldn't be there had it not been for the kid, like stuff like that. So the internet is gonna do what the internet gonna do. They're gonna take what you say and they're gonna twist it and turn it and project and do all of those things. And Zanique turns around and says, y'all think I'm pressed about being in a relationship with a man. Whole time I like women. OMG, it's 2024. Y'all still invested in other people's business. So this is where I remember when I put that disclaimer out there before that I like Zanique and that she's Tia and Tiny's daughter. I like her. I like you, but you put your business out there. No one is invested in your business. If had you not do this sit down Q&A with your baby's father, with your child's father, and have him tell the world that he really wouldn't have been in a relationship with you had y'all not had a kid, then it wouldn't have been our business. So you gave us your business and we weighed in on it. And you're upset because what we weighed in on wasn't wasn't the response that you wanted it to be. And if you're into women, that's even more of your business that you're divulging to us. So now if people have a commentary on that, you can't get upset. Because now you're telling us even more of your business and then saying that we're invested when we really weren't that invested in the first place. You kind of put us in it. But anyway, how am I feeling overall as it relates to the situation? I just feel like as women, we should know what we can tolerate. We should know what we can and cannot put up with. Yes, sometimes due to low self esteem. Yes, sometimes due to sacrifices, we're going to make certain decisions. Yes, we're going to sometimes accept less. Yes, we're going to do certain things. But however, as a woman, you know your own limit and what you can take. So if you feel like you need to be in a relationship with someone, who the hell am I to tell you that you need to leave that person? Who am I to judge you for being in a relationship with that person when I know I've already had my own fair share of BS relationships, right? My only thing is don't bring your business to me. And when I have a comment on it, you're going to be upset. Don't get upset because my comment isn't what you thought it was going to be or what you wanted it or what you wanted it to be, but it's not. But anyway, I want to hear you guys' thoughts and comments that are watching this on YouTube. How do you feel about this whole Zanique situation? Do you feel like she is quote unquote pressed like everybody is saying, or do you feel like she is good and she was just having a moment for the internet, and she was just bonding with her daughter's father, and the internet is just turning everything out of proportion. I want you to share your thoughts and comments down below. And if you listen to this through Apple Podcasts or through Spotify, hey, 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 we'll chat next time. Laters.